guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and there's a lot of news to cover. We got basically actual leaks for Global Dokkan, which is very interesting. I'm going to do that in a separate video right after this one. But we also know what the next Dokkan Fest exclusive coming to JP is, right? So there's just a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and jump in. So right away, we have a couple of new things here in the news. All three of these are actually pretty relevant, right? If we go ahead and jump and take a look at this right here, we can see that Kid Gohan is actually going to be the next Dokkan Fest. Now, the image that they're using right here, this is Kid Gohan fighting Garlic Jr. At the end of the Garlic Jr. saga. Now, again, it's tricky. The first movie is Garlic Jr., but it's like it doesn't fit in the storyline. Because like basically when Goku first shows up in episode 1 of Dragon Ball Z or whatever, or first manga chapter, and like, you know, introduces Gohan to Roshi and them, Goku's got a son, wow. But then in the Dead Zone, like, they know about Gohan because Goku goes to get the Dragon Radar to find Gohan when Garlic Jr.'s henchman kidnaps him, right? So it is sort of weird in that the Dead Zone, the movie, the first Dragon Ball Z movie, does not fit in the timeline, but then the filler arc is a direct sequel to the movie. It's following the events of the movie, just in between the Namek saga and then when Frieza arrives on Earth, right? Now, during that sequence, remember, Goku and Vegeta are not on Earth, right? Like, they have, like, Vegeta go off for filler. So it's just basically, like, Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin doing battle with Garlic Jr. and his henchmen, right? Now, this Gohan is a monster. He is an animal in this arc, right? Like, he's, like, one-shotting Garlic Jr.'s henchmen and shit like that. He bullies Garlic Jr. pretty often, but Garlic Jr. just at that point, he's immortal, right? He has immortality. So he's able to just keep going as, you know, Piccolo, Krillin, Gohan just sort of do all their attacks on him and stuff like that. I do think Kid Gohan definitely is a good option for a Dokkan Festival exclusive, by the way. If we go ahead and go to the wiki, so here's the different characters, right? Gohan Youth is not who this is going to be, right? Like, this is essentially, you know, Armor Gohan and on is who Gohan Youth is. So it's going to be Kid Gohan right here. So he's going to be competing with basically these characters right here. Now, using them, let's piece together what categories he'll be on. So for sure, he'll be Hybrid Saiyan, Goku Family, Youth, Bond of Master and Disciple, right? He's not going to be on Dragon Ball Seekers. Obviously, he's not from the Planet Namek Saga. I don't think he'll be on Rapid Growth. What about this one? Okay. He will probably be on Exploding Rage. Because this happens frequently throughout that arc where, like, oh no, Krillin is killed now! And then Gohan explodes and Masenko, like, insta-kills one of Garlic Jr.'s henchmen. So I actually very much expect Gohan to be on Exploding Rage, for sure. And then this one, I don't expect he's going to be on Movie Heroes. Okay. Now, there is also a new category. I guess now's a perfect time to go ahead and point this out. So we got the Kid Gohan Dokkan Fest, right? Here, of course, is going to be a Garlic Jr. story event. Now, I assume this story event is going to cover the events of both the movie and the filler arc, right? Because remember that Broly's story event covers both Broly movies. So it would make a lot of sense to me for this to basically, you know, start out with the Dead Zone movie and then move on into the filler arc, right? This story event. We do have a new free-to-play Piccolo coming, who is going to be, it seems like he's going to be a very good unit. We'll go over Gresh's translations in a second, but there's also a new category as well. Which, here, I guess we'll use this opportunity to pull up Gresh's translation real fast. So if we head over here, okay. So there's a new category, which literally means Heavenly Event. I assume this is going to include every character that has done something in the other world, such as train with King Kai, etc., but I really don't know. The new free-to-play Piccolo supports this. Okay. Now, real fast, remember that in the Japanese version of Dragon Ball, Kami's Lookout is referred to as the Heavenly Realm, right? Like, that's sort of what it's referred to as. So basically, anything that takes place on Kami's Lookout should be on this category. So I really wonder if Dokkan Fest Piccolo is going to be on this category. Because, you know, he's definitely aged. He's not the craziest unit of all time or anything like that. but he certainly could be good, right? Especially on like this category, which presumably would include like Kamis and other Piccolos and stuff like that. So like if Dokkan Fest Piccolo is on here, because remember, Piccolo and Kami, they fuse in the heavenly realm, which is Kami's lookout in the dub, right? So we really could see that happen, where that Dokkan Fest Piccolo is on there, characters like Kami are on there and stuff like that. So we could see Piccolo being able to transform. And right, once Piccolo transforms with the crit and the damage reduction, the stacking defense, you know, he's got seeing super attacks, the healing. Like Dokkan Fest Piccolo is very, very good, right? Now I don't know. It's because okay, Heavenly Event, dude, it's tough. Like Dokkan's categories, like you can't really predict what they're going to do because like Heavenly Event. Does this include all of the characters from the Supreme Kai's planet, the Supreme Kai realm? Because then Kid Buu would be on it, right? Like Kid Buu, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Tech Ultimate Gohan, the transforming one, might end up on the category. Because remember, the sort of like Z Sword version of him, that's him training on the Supreme Kai's planet. So like if it includes that, like that's going to be crazy. And like Heavenly Event, there's no way this includes like Tournament of Power stuff or, you know, I don't know. I feel like this could include any training or any events that happen on Beerus's planet. So we could see some Beerus's, some Whis', maybe like the first Blue Goku and Vegeta from Resurrection F, because they sort of come from Beerus's planet to fight Frieza. There's a number of different ways to sort of interpret it. Yeah, by the way, so Garlic Jr. is definitely going to be the side banner unit, by the way. Like, Gohan is the Dokkan Fest. The banner unit is going to be Garlic Jr. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Are they going to make Garlic Jr. suck ass like Zangia? Or are they going to make him borderline one of the best units in the game like they did with, like, the AGL Trunks and Goten? Or the Tech Gohan and Goten, those GT banner units. I am pleading that they do that. By the way, I do expect Garlic Jr. to have movie bosses, by the way, despite the fact that there's basically two versions of Garlic Jr. One from the movie and then one from the story arc. I expect him to have movie bosses because they really are like remaining true to the theme of movies, right? We'll see if they continue GT, but they have been pushing movies a lot, and I think they're going to continue doing that building up to the Dragon Ball Super movie in 2022, right? So I do expect Gohan, you know, has nothing to do with movies or anything like that, right? He's not really going to help like a movie category or with interact with a lot of those units, right? But Garlic Jr. will. This would make sense. We got the Videl Dokkan Fest, but then we got like LR Tapion right after, and then we also got the EZA Tapion. So this could be the same thing where we get Dokkan Fest Gohan, who doesn't actually do anything with movies, but the Garlic Jr. Banner unit does, right? Okay. Oh, there is also the one last thing here to talk about too. We have the 10 new stages of Super Battle Road have been announced, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see that. Here, of course, is the new LR that is going to be coming, and despite the fact that Bulma is there in the card art, Goresh points out that both on V-Jump and here in Dokkan News, it just says Trunks Teen. Oh, yeah, we talked about Kid Gohan enough. Again, this is a good Dokkan Fest, right? I mean, more buffs for Hybrid Saiyan and, you know, Goku family. You know, these category teams that really need it, right? Like, no, I don't know. I do think Gohan is a good Dokkan Fest. Like, Kid Gohan getting one does make sense. The only thing that's a shame is that he does not, like, it's not a Great Ape version of him that could have buffed, like, Great Ape Power and Giant Form, right? That's a bit of a bummer. But this is what the Trunks' name is going to be, is this right here. Now, this is good because Trunks Teen is pretty weak. This guy, after he awakens, will be good for movie heroes. I mean, he's already solid for movie heroes as is, right? This Trunks, I mean, unless you're a whale like me or something like that, you're not going to have this guy, right? Because you're going to Dokkan Awaken him into this version right here. And then this guy's, I mean, he's okay. But like this could be good. This Trunks Teen right here, he's going to be a big time buff. Let me see what category teams we could see this guy be on. So he'll be on, and yeah, another Hybrid Saiyan buff. He'll be on Hybrid Saiyan, Future, Time Traveler, Vegeta Family, Bond and Master and Disciple, Battle Wits. Oh, he's helping a lot of teams, man. Yeah. He could end up on Android / Cell Saga. all Savior, maybe. He could end up on Android / Cell Saga, which would be cool to see. I definitely would be okay with that. Um, So let me know what you guys think of this Trunks right here. Oh, and finally, let me just point out, so there are some limited details for this Piccolo right here. And we can go ahead and take a look at those right here, right? So 70% attack and defense, another 70% attack and defense if there's a Kid Gohan on your team. And then, you know, the Heavenly Event category gets 2 key and 20% attack and defense. But that's only the SSR for this Piccolo, right? So I assume he's going to Dokkan Awaken. There's no reason to think that he will not Dokkan Awaken, right? So that means his support type buff could be 3 key and 30% attack and defense. It's going to make him a very strong free-to-play unit for this team, which makes him just a very good unit overall, right? So we'll see. Again, Events of Heaven, that means like Garlic Jr. will be on that category. Like, it could be a good category, sort of, you know, to mix, like, just a bunch of characters from a sort of, like again, event, but like it's going to be real stupid if like Kid Buu and those like the end of the Buu Saga characters like Spirit Bomb Goku, like they should all be on there. There's no way you can't call that like a heavenly realm. Like they say like this is the most sacred of sacred lands. Like when well, like that's what Kibito tells Gohan like when Gohan is first brought there, right? So all that stuff had better be included, but we shall see, right? So let me know what you guys think of a Kid Gohan Dokkan Fest. I'm A-okay with this. And honestly, Garlic Jr. as a banner unit, I've been telling y'all for years. That's all they have to do. This is what they did with Lord Slug. It's the same thing. They dropped Lord Slug as a summonable banner unit on LR Bardock's banner. To me, this makes perfect sense that Garlic Jr. is just going to be like the side banner unit right here. Honestly, he's more deserving of a Dokkan Fest than like Videl or something like that, but this seemed like the most likely outcome to me, right? Is, you know, Garlic Jr. like a ridiculously good banner unit, and then like, you know, next to like a more hype or more relevant Dokkan Fest character, and Kid Gohan would certainly count on that. He's on many premium teams, and I mean, Hybrid Saiyans is just so ridiculous, right? So, let me know what you guys think of Kid Gohan, Garlic Jr. banner unit, all this stuff. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.